There we go. I've hit the record button. Welcome to Roundtable 60. 60, yay. Weekly event, yada yada. Same time every Tuesday, where we recap the previous week, our plans for the coming week, and after we're done, we'll endeavour to answer any questions that you've got. Whole event will be on YouTube as usual shortly for you to listen to, and will be linked in general and news when it's ready. And thank you for joining. General chats are being recorded. Say hi to YouTube. There we go. And don't forget weekly maintenance at 9 AM tomorrow. We have a little bit of stuff to go in tomorrow, and also a server wipe as well. So it might take a little bit longer, but shouldn't be too bad. So first things first.
Just to clarify, that server wipe is not for Arc.
No, definitely, no. 7 days vanilla is going to be wiped. We'll cover that in a minute. No panic. So first thing this week I wanted to go over was we've again had lots and lots of help from members. So I would like to promote 2 more people to Hollow Ninja status, please. So first one is going to be Hebby. Congratulations, Hebby. It's been a long time coming, and thank you for all the help you've given me on the 7-day side of things and all the testing you did. Yay! And secondly,
round of applause.
Yeah, round of applause, definitely. Congrats, Hebby. We could not literally run the 7-day stuff without Hebby. He does so much. That's awesome. Tudor obviously has already been promoted, but between the pair of them, they are pretty much the heart and soul of the 7-day stuff at the moment. Let me find Hebby again. So let's give him a nice little hollow roll. Where'd that go? Where did that go? Come back, Abby. Oh, it's because you're a... Okay, Hollow Ninjas is below server booster. So yeah, you've got your roll. And the second one would be Giga, who I've been lobbying for quite a while. Again, very, very helpful in both 7 days and Arc. Thoroughly good information, is always clear, concise, and helpful. So congratulations to Giga too. Have your shiny little badge. Yay! There's 2 of you. So as usual, if you want to reach Hollow Ninja, we're basically just looking for people who are really helpful, share stuff, good for the community, patient, that sort of thing. Okie dokie, so next thing for the general news section. You'll notice we have a lot of new selection rules in the vault. So we've started to split games out now to dock specific rather than just including it in all of Arc. Because we get that some of the Arc players don't want to hear about docks, vice versa, so the 2 will be separate from now on. And we've added some roles for, was it Darkness Falls, we've added some Rust, we've added some Zomboid. Project Zomboid.
I think Zomboid was already in there because that's a game in its own right.
Yeah, I think it was. If we do have any interest in Zomboid, it is actually up, and I'm quite happy to whitelist you if you let me know. Do want some testers for that? Definitely, Giga, definitely. Extreme humility. So keep your eyes on the vault. Pick the new roles if you're interested in the new games, and we will endeavour to get those added out as soon as we can. Okay, then on to Arc. What have you got for us on Arc today,
then? From an Arc perspective, a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes. We've got a lot of updates to do tomorrow, but the main thing is we'll be putting in the system that allows us to blueprint player-made bases and then use them in the game. So we've had a number of volunteers step forward. We're going to be designing anything between 5 and 10 raidable structures, and hopefully we can get that going over the next week. We'll get those blueprinted, and then they will be added as spawns in the game that will announce themselves, and tribes can have a go at breaking them.
Can we name drop any of the awesome people who've come forward and said they'll do some contraptions?
We could do, but I need to trawl through the dojo for that one.
Okay, cool. But thank you anyway for those that have stepped forward. All help is appreciated. Great stuff. We got anything else for Ark this week? Like you say, I know there's been a
No,
lot going on behind the scenes, so it's kind of stuff that players don't see. But uh,
other than the fact that I just spent the last 2 hours on Fjordjaw cleaning up people's crap.
that's a daily thing, that is, I think, isn't it?
No, we got behind on Lost and Found a little bit, so we're now up to date.
Cool.
Well, not quite. I've still probably got another half hour to do.
Wow. More explosions imminent. Stay tuned.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I think the biggest one was I came across somebody's base who had clearly not logged in for a good 3 or 4 days, maybe, and there was enough dinos out in that base to fill an entire Sol terminal plus some.
wow.
They only had one Sol terminal in their base, so I filled that up, and the overflow is sitting in the Sol terminal at the teleport point, which any admins or GMs have access to if they choose to decide to come back and claim their dinos.
Awesome. Cool stuff. And then we've got Doc's, obviously. So we've got Doc's Hard is now up on the center.
Doc's hardest, not hard.
Sorry,
hardest.
hardest. Doc's Hardest Ultimate Edition Self Abuse Edition is now live.
Yes, that's live on the center. You can travel between the two maps, the center and Ragnarok. One is on easy, one is on hardest, so from one extreme to the other. You can't take anything with you, but it's looks quite exciting. I've spent a bit of time on both of them and been quite enjoying it. You won't recognize me on there though because I don't go by the name Dark Jester.
Secret Squirrel. Is it Bob? Is it?
Squirrel.
Is it Bob? Come on.
No, it's. Oh, it might have Bob in the name actually, but yeah, I don't know.
Oh dear. Okay, cool.
No, it's not Bob actually.
It's not Bob. Okay.
No, definitely not Bob.
It shall remain redacted
Totally.
for your own sanity. So that's pretty much Ark summed up this week. Amazing. We're on for a record. As far as 7 days goes, the supporter server has been wiped and refreshed. And then, just for good measure, it was wiped and refreshed again this morning. The author has put out a fairly decent update to sort out some issues that we reported. Although denying they existed, they seem to have gone in this morning. So we've done one more wipe while we're early. And as far as I know, everything is tickety-boo. Guys, tell me it's tickety-boo. Oops. Yeah, okay. Obviously, other news, Vanilla wipes tomorrow. This is Vanilla 7 days only. Darkness Falls got another month, and the supporter server will run until the supporters tell me that it's time to ditch it and move on. So Vanilla's going to get a new map. Probably go with an RWG map this time, as the random world generator's got a hell of a lot better recently. If this third wipe recently, where I've seen absolutely no activity on the vanilla server, continues for this month, I would suggest maybe we think about reallocating that to something else, maybe. Darkness Falls is still doing fine. All the usual suspects that play can be found with World of Walkers at the moment. Yes, Minecraft is definitely on. Valheim was actually discussed yesterday. This is all stuff we can do now. So maybe we can put one of those cores to better use. Valheim. Yes, Valheim. A lot of people have expressed interest in Valheim in the past, but it wasn't doable at the time. I don't see any problem with that now, do you?
The only reason it wasn't doable at the time was because we were looking for long-term places for people to play, and Valheim didn't have any longevity to it.
Yeah.
But also the whole situation of progression versus building, and I think that at the end of the day, it came down to the fact that you share your progress, don't you? So it was something along the lines of having two servers, one with building on it only, and the other one for running the progression with no building at all.
Yeah. Things that have been discussed so far, which are highly likely, would be Minecraft, yes. That would require a little bit of work because the world would have to be pre-genned. and we would have to run kind of a modded version of paper behind it just to control a few things. But other than that, pretty much vanilla. Valheim is definitely possible. Conan has been asked for a lot. Space Engineers has been discussed several times on comms. It's all stuff we can do timed runs for. So all that to come as soon as we've got everything else out of the way. But that's your 7 days news for this week. Just keep an eye out for the new wipe tomorrow, and then we'll see how that goes across the next month. We've still got cores to play with on one box anyway, so we can still get some of the pop-up servers up. It'll all be good. And then Rust. Biggest thing we have for Rust this week is we now have a launch date set. So for all those of you who've been waiting for Rust, the tentative date now is the 1st of September. So if you are planning to play Rust, if you want to play Rust, we would really, really, really like to see your support on the 1st of September. Let's get in there, shoot the crap out of some people, and have some laughs. See if we can get some more players on board and get the ball rolling on that. Because I think a lot of people have been waiting for a good while on that now. So Rust is coming. More and more information is going to be released really, really soon. We're just fine-tuning some of the last config settings and things like that, and then I'll start to put together a list of commands, the kind of mods we have in there, the whole experience and what we expect from it, and we can go from there. So that's pretty much all I've got for Rust this week. So, questions? Does anybody have any? Or anything else to add? Or are we on for a record 11 minutes roundtable here?
It looks like we might be.
I'm guessing by next week there's going to be a lot more content to discuss, but this week's mainly been back-end stuff and losing hair and stuff. No questions whatsoever. Somebody say something. Are you still alive? Okay. And with that, unless you've got anything else to add.
I have nothing else to add to this week's roundtable, which is a good thing.
This is going to be the fastest processing of a roundtable I've ever done. So with that said, we have been the Wicked Ninjas. You have all been awesome. Thank you, and see you all next week.